Hello, this is Alexander Green, Chief Investment Strategist with the Oxford Club. And today I want to ask you a simple question. Are you going about investing the wrong way? Are you actually making it harder than it needs to be? But before we do that, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, you can do so just by clicking on the button below. So just a few days ago, I returned from our Oxford Club Wealth, Wine, and Wander tour of the Netherlands and France. And we had a great time, but I noticed that a number of people on the trip were astonished at how little time I spent looking at my stock portfolio or even the portfolios of the stocks that I'm recommending. And the reason is it really isn't necessary. If you're doing the things you're supposed to do as an investor, if you have a good asset allocation, if you've diversified your portfolio, if you own quality stocks, and if you have trailing stops protecting each individual stock position, you're free to go out and live your life and do what you want to do. And I think that's important because essentially we're all trying to reach financial independence so that we can live the life that we want to live. And maybe I'm in a minority these days, but having to pull my phone out of my pocket and look at it every few minutes just seems to me to be a crazy way to live your life. I remember back when I was a psychology and business major at Furman University during an experimental psych class, I actually trained a lab rat to press on a bar to get a pellet. And the way you learn operant conditioning is first he presses it once, you get a pellet, then 2 times, then 5 times, and 10 times. And before long, the rat becomes a bar pressing maniac because they've learned that they get positive reinforcement by pressing that bar. I really think that we live in an era where people believe that they're getting a sense of connection and meaning even in their lives by being online so much. And I'm glad to be liberated. My wife likes to say that I have no relationship with my phone. I'm becoming an anachronism, I'm afraid. But it's great to have a feeling that you can live your life and do what you want to do. And that means not having to watch your stocks bounce up and down all day. If you're doing it as a hobby and you enjoy watching it, great. But nobody needs to do that. Investing doesn't have to be a time-consuming pastime. So even though reaching some level of financial independence should be a primary goal with everyone, it really isn't that time-consuming an activity. So I want to remind you that if you follow the principles that I've put forward in these videos and in my writings many times before, if you do have a good asset allocation, a diversified portfolio, high-quality stocks, and trailing stops, then you are set free to go out and live your life the way you want to live it. And that's pretty important. So that's it for today. But I want to remind you that if you are going to be on your phone, and let's face it, we're all going to be on there sometime, jump on libertythroughwealth.com. It's a free service. It has all my ideas about the stock market, bond market, interest rates, currencies, crypto, etc. And so I encourage you to sign up there, libertythroughwealth.com. That's it for today. Thanks so much.